Hello, everyone. Okay, let's get going. We got a lot of stuff to do today. I do want to double check. Oh, this party's not important right now. Okay, got volumes. That's important. So today the vanquish is, I believe, Frozen Forest. I'm pretty sure this guy needs it. Double check. Hey, I'm right. This guy needs it. He has an ice flow. That's the one that I was like. Yeah, and he's done a couple of the other ones. But Frozen Forest we absolutely need. So I'm going to go hop into Embark Beach. Now, the other thing that's really significant is that I believe today's... Yeah. If I had to drop one of these, which one would be the one that I want to pick? Probably Ricey Palace. Okay, I'm abandoning that one because while our Vanquish is Frozen Forest, and I want to go do that, our Zaishen Mission for the day is Chahbek Village. So what the general plan is, as you can see in the stream title, I have called it Vanquishing, then Augury Rock-a-thon. I want to get Chahbek Village on all my characters because it's super easy. It's super easy to do on everybody. But that comes with a caveat. Well, it might be super easy to do on everybody. It also... Let's see, where do I want to go from? Ooh, Spirit Peak's going to be a pain in the rear. Let's just go from Iron Mines to Mulligan. I need to make sure I have mission slots free on everybody. I'm probably going to need to do a lot of Augury Rock because I haven't gone through every single character doing that. So that means that I'm going to be spending a good bit of time today after vanquishing our friendly Frozen Forest. I'm going to be doing a lot of Augury Rock on characters who haven't done it. And I'll be running through my characters, picking up Chahbek Village on everybody because, again, that one is super easy. And so it's only like 74 coins here, 15, 22, and 37. That's 37 as well. Doing it in hard mode gives you the second, or it doubles the reward up to 74. 74 Zaishen coins, which isn't as good as Augury Rock, but, I mean, Chahbek Village is theoretically easier. It's earlier on anyway. So anyway, that's kind of the goal. Now, right now, what I want to do at a nice, lovely beginning is I want to look up what I'm expecting in the Frozen Forest. Now, I've been here a couple of times for random capping because there's some Oak-Heart bosses that are kind of unique to the area. Virulence, Defy, Pain, Ward Against Harm. I think those are all in this area. Okay, so it looks like we got some Stone Summit. Some Warriors, the Ranger, Dolyak Master, Nasher, and Heretic. Heretic is... This does what I think it does, right? Not during Winds of Change. Boy, howdy, that's a long skill list. Arcane Echo gets added to them. Interesting. Crippling Anguish. Yeah, okay. Nothing particular of surprise here. I definitely want to make sure I have some good hex removal for both them and because the Siege Ice Golems tends to be quite annoying. And I think the Nashers... Yeah, they life siphon as well. So that's something to keep in mind. And then we have our lovely Siege Ice Golems. I think I'm going to want a Ward of Stability. That sounds like something that might be useful. Tundra Giants are just going to attack. Ice Imps are another reason why I'm going to want Hex removal, because Mind Freeze is a giant pain in the rear end. I'm just kind of glancing through. There are some Jade Armor and Jade Bow. Those aren't a huge concern. Azure Shadows are a good argument for making sure I have some solid enchantment removal too, though. And then Pine Souls make me want to make sure I have good condition control. Looks like there's a couple of Avocara as well. Overall, this doesn't look too bad. Around 310 foes. Wow. Azure Shadows are definitely the thing that's going to be the most annoying. in the area, if you ask me. I'm definitely going to want to make sure I am unstoppable. That's just going to be a key part of my plan here. Let's just go ahead and start getting my standard core loaded in. Livia on this character or Master of Whispers? Master of Whispers. See, this is a nice way of being able to deal with a bunch of conditions. And then I think it's... never remember. Nope, it is indeed Parias. Yeah, my Soul Twist, and then I want one of these monks. Aura, maybe? Honestly, yeah, this looks pretty reasonable. Gift of Health is a strong heal. I kind of do want the divert hexes. Yeah, then there's the party heals, Signet of Devo. Spirit Bond is a nice complement to Shelter. Guardian is just nice to have. And then divert hexes for a way of actually dealing with hexes. In a powerful sense. And then I like having General Morgan for speed. It's like it's interesting how many slots get filled up with like common functionality that I want. Holy Spear is nice to have for some additional damage. But maybe I want Hexbreaker Aria more here. Just because of the deep freezes. And I think I just want the Mesmer Core, but I definitely want to make sure I have some decent enchantment removal going on in that. Calculated risk is fine. Maybe I want another piece of enchantment removal. What would I use? I definitely would not use Lys's Balance. Lys's Balance is Garbo. Let's actually just kind of go across everybody. Let's see. You have room. Okay, I'm going to drop Empathy from him. I want Drain Enchantment, I think. Because I want to, again, I want to be able to remove enchantments pretty well. Okay, that seems pretty good. Another Shadow Hex there is good as well. Yeah. Good old E-Surges. Should I actually... I don't think Panic will be necessary, but you never know. It might be a good idea. Run Panic over E-Surge here. Now, one of the things that I am noting is that with this team configuration, I would be missing that Word of Stability that I mentioned. So the question is, do I want to switch over to Zed to bring Ward of Stability? I think I do. I'm going to kick Daedalon. I prefer having the Ineptitude. I find that to be a more useful piece of support. Let's grab Zed for something kind of like this, honestly. Unsteady Ground is definitely nice to have for the attackers that we'll deal with. These are some nice defense / offensive options. And good old Obsidian Flame. Yep, this is probably perfectly fine for my purposes. Okay, I remember there's something that I'm like, okay, they're gonna stack enchantments a couple deep. What was it that I was thinking? Oh yeah, and I have Strip Enchantment. That's good too. And I myself have Rending Sweep, so that will help take care of some of that. Let me glance back at enemies again. So we have some Tengu that will be doing stuff. Oh, it's Azure Shadows, because they like to use Retribution. But that one does have a 0-second recharge, so even if you take it off, they can just reapply it. I think... Yeah, okay, just thinking through the enemies here. Jade Bows. Okay, I don't see too much in the way of blind danger. Jade bows can be really obnoxious, so I might want to slot in irresistible sweep in order to be able to get rid of stances, because otherwise they could be a huge pain in the rear end. So I think something like this is what I'm gonna roll with. I still want this separately from Ward of Stability, because I'm gonna need to be able to run up to the Siege Ice Golems, and they use Water Trident, which knocks you down. So the big concerns that I'm going to need to make sure I'm keeping an eye out for are definitely the Ice Imps. I like having a power return here. I kind of almost want a power return over here as well, but I think Mistrust is fine. The thing is, the reason why I like power return is just because it has quick recharge, so it can be up often. The big issue that I'll run into is Ice Imps will Mind Freeze you and then Maelstrom you, and then your backline melts because it just got frozen in place and stuck in a can't move stance. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this Vanquish underway. I think I've rigged my team the way I want it to. Giant Stomp is part of why I want Ward of Stability, because I suspect I will be facing it here. Let's go, I guess. I think I'm gonna just kind of make a loop around this place. I think I'll just go around the right and kind of try to loop around some. We'll see how it goes. I'm not necessarily an expert on this zone necessarily. That right there is something that I was expecting. Actually, these Ice Imps are the higher priority target. Just because Ice Imps, like I mentioned earlier, can be really devastating. Spirit of Muddy Terrain. Interesting. Ow. Well, at least we were able to take care of that easily. I'm not too worried about the Avokara. Avokara Guiles are potentially annoying. They use Well of Power, which I do want to be cautious about. I'm overextending like crazy here to chase this guy down. Okay, you get to stay there. I'm dealing with this Pine Soul. Hope everyone's having a good day today, by the way. I'm happy to do some more Vanquishing. I've been kind of wanting to push through some of that for a while. Ah, man, these guys are annoying. Okay, I didn't realize how annoying the Pine Soul would be. I'm also very much so looking forward to... I don't know if I'll be able to get to it today, but I'm looking forward to getting through that ranger through this section of Nightfall. I think it's the worst part of Nightfall, honestly. The Horde of Darkness quest is the spot where my one ranger is at. Which, for anybody who is unfamiliar with that section, it occurs, I don't know, 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, and it's this section where it's just, I mean, it's a series of quests that go from the Gate of Desolation to the Ruins of Mora mission, and I just find it to be extremely tedious. You spend a lot of time in worms, which are kind of boring, and if I'm being blunt about how I feel about them right now. Oh, we are aggroing so much. Did I accidentally strip my thing off? I think I probably did. Boy, I am in trouble once I am unstoppable ends. So much knockdown. I want to get rid of these heretics. There's a heck of a lot of stone summit here. I'm glancing down a lot because of where I keep my skill bar, so I'm usually looking at that. For anybody who's wondering. It's just kind of the way everything fits together. Please keep Master of Whispers alive. Oh, my thing wore out. Okay, there we go. I got my I am unstoppable back up. I don't know which is a higher priority target. These guys, maybe? Okay, it looks like my party is mostly surviving at the moment. Yeah, no echoed enchantment removal for you, thanks. Okay, let's just give us a moment to kind of recover from all that mess. That was a lot of aggro there. Part of what's challenging, too, is that was a lot of health degen. We're good at mitigating damage due to the Soul Twist, but all of the health degen was kind of a problem. And that's why I want I Am Unstoppable. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I got hit by a Water Trident on the way up, and that would have knocked me down if I didn't have I Am Unstoppable. Okay, you can ignore me. Take out this guy. Giant herder. I'll go collect these coins after this ice golem is down. There we go. This area is just... I remember coming through here actually on a warrior. Something about Ferocious Strike and a bear. That was a long time ago. Very long time ago. Indeed. I want to stop these guys harassing my back line. Okay. I'm going to throw I Am Unstoppable up first because, yeah, Spike Trap just went off. I want to be able to avoid both the knockdown and the cripple. More the knockdown. We've got decent enchantment removal on this team. But the knockdown is another beast entirely. Is that the muddy... yeah, that's the muddy transfer. Yeah, you can see how annoying that is when I don't have my thing up because it's gone down. Only lasts 20 seconds out of 30. I got recharged, so 2/3 uptime. Looks like I've been through here pretty thoroughly. With the number of enemies that we're going to be facing, I'm going to be really sad I didn't bring a better salvage kit. That's what's going to be the case. I'm not going to bother unlocking this chest. I think lockpicks are probably better saved for normal mode, just from the standpoint of being more likely to be able to reuse them. Looks like we got ourselves a pine sol over here. Neat little fort area. It does have some issues with maybe not being entirely fastened to the ground in places. I don't want this. As your shadows have a Signet of Judgment, which is a knockdown. Apparently they also have just absolutely enormous enchantment stacks. Let's see. I'll do what I can about the enchantment stacks with my ever lovely rending sweep. I'm hitting these things pretty hard, actually. Happy about that. Good old FDS. Okay, that's the Spirit of Mighty Train. I'm Unstoppable does not does not post protect me from knockdowns. Only pre-protects me. That's good. I'll take the Ice Imps focusing on my spirits any day. Oh, I just got pacifisms. I bet the boss has it. That would make sense. I don't like pacifism as a spell. I think it's difficult and awkward to use. So I typically do not. Yeah, this guy's just going to take a little bit of whittling to do. Take down. I'm not sure what his elite is. Probably Amity, if I had to guess. Those unfamiliar. Amity is a terrible, terrible protection prayers that makes it so that for 18 seconds, adjacent foes cannot attack. For each foe, it ends if that foe takes damage. I don't like this for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's just really hard to make effective use of. It's a fun troll in like random arenas or something, but the fact that it ends when they take damage means that it's very unreliable, especially in a team with heroes. My candy is about to expire. But the other thing is I just don't like the design of this. Making foes unable to attack is just not interesting design-wise as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I mean, I prefer things that punish rather than say you can't do X in general, just because it presents an option. Sometimes you do want just say no type stuff that says no, you just can't do this. Sometimes that is what you want to be doing, but the design of that and pacifism are just awkward to kind of work with, in my opinion. I'd rather pacifism be something that could like boost allies. I did. That's okay. That could boost allies and then end if they attack or something. End if they deal damage to an enemy. Even that's not necessarily the most exciting, but yeah, there comes the spell. Well, there doesn't come the Spellbreaker. I do need to go after that Pine Soul, but I want to pick up this loot so I don't have to come back for it later. Well, I'm just kind of more in this direction. You see Zed hitting these guys with his... I'm definitely going to need that. So, yeah, I don't know when I'd really want to use either Amity or Pacifism as just kind of a general result of how they're designed. Obrit Barkwood. It feels like it wants to be Orbit, but they decided that the R should be in a different spot. Not too bad. Muddy Train is making their running animations look really goofy, though. Earth Magic would work really well with some of those Earth Prayers things, too. Because the Earth Prayer stuff that goes on everybody... Basically, anything that puts enchantments on everyone works really well with Mystic Healing, which is otherwise an incredibly powerful healing skill, with a strong caveat to kind of balance it out. So I like to think about, okay, how could this be used? What sort of configuration makes it work. Or enables it to be functional. How do I want to do this? Okay, it looks like this map is kind of divided into two halves. I'm gonna... Okay, it looks like I should be able to... I don't know if this connects, but it looks like it might, so I'm gonna kind of follow this around. Ice imps need to go down. Ice imps are the bigger threat here. I mean, they're not a threat as long as the maelstroms get interrupted, but the maelstroms are not always getting interrupted, as Exhibit A demonstrates that maelstrom getting off. Hopefully my heroes are smart enough to not stand in it, but it's a good way for them to get killed because they're not always smart enough to not just stand in it. This guy's the Defy Pain boss, so he's probably going to be a little bit harder to kill. Yeah, except for the fact that my team did a bunch of work on him already, so... I've definitely come through on this character before just to capture that skill. Flourish is kind of fun on a Ranger. I also want to try a Flourish Assassin at some point in time, because the primary effect of recharging all of your skills works regardless, so you could do kind of longer recharging Dagger Chain, stuff with like Twisting Fangs and whatnot. Well, that didn't 100% work out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. And then get the quicker recharge off from Flourish to make it like an 8-second recharging combo instead of 15 or whatever. That could actually probably work really well with Jungle Strike. The one that does AoE damage if it hits a... crippled enemy. That could be interesting to try. Yeah, I don't know. Something I kind of want to look into at some point. I'm gonna... Master, do you have... Oh, you're just about to. He's gonna drop her ashes right away. Those ashes are ridiculous. If you're not familiar... while you hold her ashes, conditions on you expire faster, which combos really nicely with Foul Feast. But when you drop them, all allies within earshot lose 3 conditions. It's such a good condition removal skill. Okay, I'm going to have a hard time keeping up some of my enchantments against all of this many heretics. It's fine. I certainly don't need it to beat them. It's moments like these that I'm glad I have divert hexes. Hello. Hello, Ravager. It would help if the AI was smarter about men body and condition being... or men body and soul being condition removal. It is, in my experience, it knows that it heals people. It does not seem to know that it removes conditions. Also, hello. That's not always been my experience. At least I don't feel like it's been my experience. I see. I still really like being able to clean everybody up right away after it. Words. And I don't have 2 men, body, and souls right now anyway. It's moments like these that I wish I had Pious Renewal. I need to keep using that on recharge. I am unstoppable. What I was just talking about. These friggin' pine souls, and there's... My goodness, how many spike traps am I going to trigger? Just by meandering around. I definitely like Pyro's Gleaming better than Extinguish if I want to be just generically removing conditions. I feel like I'm going to be looping back around towards them. I don't know. Let's go see what's going on down here on the map. I don't have it fully uncovered yet. Barl Storm Siege. That's a heck of a name. Yeah, but it does remove a condition from each ally, so if everyone has a condition, that's not inefficient. I mean, I'm generally not bringing Extinguish, but 15 energy to remove 8 conditions is not bad. Hey, Ardu9. How are you doing today? Yeah, I mean, even to remove like 4 or 5 conditions across 4 or 5 people is not terrible. Typically, I mean, burning obviously, which is very good at. Typically, it's going to be like cripple, or if I've got a front line that's blinded, or getting rid of degen conditions isn't bad. I theoretically like Extinguish for also getting rid of disease from everybody, since that one can be irritating when it's going around, but yeah, in general, I agree. But that's part of why, like, Master of Whispers is kind of the condition X specialist. He also has Foul Feast, so... Of course they have Strip Enchantment. What self-respecting Blood Necro wouldn't? Blood magic is just so shallow. I am not activating that often enough. PWK, brain, PWK. Oh, Protectiveless Kali. I'm used to seeing that Kali, rather than that I did not. It took me a while to recognize it. I wish all of these Pine Souls were not perpetually dropping Spirits of Mighty Terrain everywhere. It is a very annoying habit. Actually, let's think about this map some. I think I actually want to go through here and kind of go back up there and then come back down around this way. And then if this connects over here, I feel like that minimizes. Yeah, I think that minimizes backtracking. Yeah, definitely certain conditions on certain party members obviously do matter more. Theoretically, if Master of Whispers is holding the ashes rather than... Why aren't you holding the ashes? Rather than just popping them up when they become immediately relevant to drop. They combo in the sense that Ashes of Pure Gleaming make conditions expire more quickly. So Master of Whispers conditions that Foul Feast off will also end more quickly, which is not a bad combo. Well, it's the same person. He's the only person with Men, Body, and Soul, so I don't care if he's cleaning conditions off of himself. Seems like a reasonable thing to have happen. I just reapplied that at the wrong moment. Let's make sure to apply that, because, yep, here comes the traps. Oh, okay, that cleared out everyone. Oh, I need to go north. It's heading towards south. I do need to go south. But I want to make sure I'm clearing out north first. There's a guile over here too, so no reason to apply that just yet. Yeah. Now that that's been cleared out, I can. Where are the jade in this map? I haven't encountered them yet. I was promised jade. But I bet they're closer to the frozen forests, or not the ice flow entrance area. Of course that went off the moment my thing ended. Okay, I think there's just the Spirit of Mighty Terrain over here, but this is right near where we started. But I'm going to go ahead and poke my nose in over here just for map reasons. Nice view on the Iron Mines of Muldoon. Oh, that's where we came in off the boat, isn't it? So theoretically, we went from here and somehow escaped that area, which looks pretty boxed in, I'm going to be honest. Maybe there's an underground thing here that we took around and up over to here and then through there to that dock. I don't know. Trying to think on how the geography is supposed to be working here. My candy wore off. Also, while I'm running, I think I want to salvage a few Raven Staffs. Yeah, these guys are living up to my memory. Raven Staffs, a good source of wood. Rust Shrine over here. Interesting. Where does this go? This area is feeling kind of weirdly empty. Like, where's the Stone Summit or anything? I don't see him. No Azure Shadows over here either, which is kind of peculiar. Like, I feel like there should be something around here. Maybe the idea is there is, and it'll be some jade. Excuse me, that I'll run into shortly. And they killed everything. I think this probably is a zone to the ice flow map. Yeah, it is. That makes sense. Yeah, there's a jade that I was promised. Make sure I don't go through some sort of invisible zone transition. It's a little ways in there. This guy's armor should all be infused, right? Okay, I assumed as much, but I just wanted to make sure. Jade are not actually too bad, provided you have a way of dealing with their whirling defense spam. They oath shot their whirling defense back, which is one of the more... I wouldn't call it a good use of oath shot, but it's certainly a more annoying use of it. Okay, well, that's cleared out. If those are all the jade that's on this map, that's pretty underwhelming. Yeah, if you're not infused, then they'll absolutely destroy you. Yeah, it has some serious snaring effects. But yeah, I imagine getting hit by Spectral Agony without being infused absolutely destroys Shelter, but given that does like 100 damage a tick for a little bit. Although, Spirit Bond, it would give enough time for Spirit Bond to get placed on me, which would negate a bunch of the damage. There's the Whirling Defense. There goes the Whirling Defense. They're already throwing Spirit Bond on me aggressively, so... Well, I don't know how many enemies it's going to be relevant for, but if it's just those guys, I'm still glad that I brought Irresistible Sweep. Because dealing with that is nice. Oh, yeah. But on the other hand, they have to actually be getting attacked by the Jade to get Spectral Agony, because I don't know the exact trigger. Do you know, Ravager? Is it like when they critical hit, or there's some trigger for them to apply it? Yeah, I know they apply on auto attacks. Yeah, and the caster uses the actual Spectral Agony skill. I just don't, because I don't think it's every auto attack. Well, this is going to be annoying, but whatever. I don't think it's every auto attack. Yeah. Oh, it didn't strip enchantment me. Okay. Well, I've fudged the order of things there. It is every auto attack? Really? Either they move things around a lot, or there's a cooldown period on it. So I feel like it's... Because don't Tundra Giants knock down on critical hit? I'm going over here a little bit just to make sure I'm getting some of the map uncovered. I'm probably being overly thorough. But I'd rather be overly thorough and not have to come back than be under thorough and need to. Yeah. Stun on a critical hit. Yeah, because it's called internally stun for some reason. Rather than knockdown. Haha, I remembered to apply I am unstoppable before walking into the spike trap for a change. I feel like I remembered things that are important instead of forgetting them. Man, I'm glad to have those Spirits of Mighty Train killed. It really crimped my incoming fallback style. What do we have through here? Unthet Rotwood. Heck of a name. Okay, well, this is probably not sticking around, but I'm going to apply it anyway. The Aura of Holy Might. I am expecting it to get stripped. Okay, I don't feel like I applied my I am unstoppable too early. Hey look, it's a worthless Fellblade. Now that we've activated every trap in Wilderness Survival, that's not true. No dust traps or flame traps, which are the more annoying ones that they like to spam in the desert. I need to remember that when I get to the desert. I wonder if Spectral Agony and Crippling Anguish are related skills on the wiki, because I feel like they should be. Card Guile. Let's deal with you. Ooh, 127 damage hit. I wonder if that had the benefit of the shout on me. Probably. Need to deal with these ice imps. Maelstroming up my back line. Wanting to. Hello, Rotwood. How are you doing today? You do not seem to be doing well. I like that skybox. I like the purpley clouds in the blue sky. Hey, Avacar Brave. Thank you, Pinesel, for reminding me that I need to get my anti-knockdown stuff up. Man, they love their traps. My goodness. I don't know that they love them as much as the Devourers and Scarabs in the desert do, but... Oh, boy. Kefka in hard mode. Is that going to be annoying? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if I should expect that to be annoying or not. I'm anticipating it will be. Dolyak Master. Well, this is an absolutely aggressive quantity of Stone Summit Rangers. What the heck? Haha! Unstable ground doing work. Wow. Oh, hi, Takora. I didn't expect to see you here. In the front lines. This is a ludicrous number of... Huh. We just got absolutely rangered. Interesting. What Resurrection Shrine are we going to end up at? Probably this one. Maybe that one. No, okay, this one. Okay. Wow, that was a royal range ring. I never triggered that one in the middle. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. But I'm guessing you're talking about an enemy that I did not aggro. Never gotten range to activate it. Okay. Let's see. Do I have a tall shield I can salvage? And this fell blade. I think those other things scream entirely stackable to me. I've definitely had prophecies. Yeah, okay, now I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the resurrection shrines. I've definitely had prophecy shrines just like warp me across the map, even though I hadn't visited them. Like I would, in general, yeah, for most of the games, but prophecies can sometimes be weird in terms of what it considers an active shrine to be. How do I want to go about this? I feel like I need to be a little bit careful about how much aggro I'm grabbing here. So if you're not, then the default shrine can get wonky. I see. I want to kill some of these Dolyak Masters. Oh, so Master of Whispers is getting absolutely... Okay. Dolyak Masters. Excuse me while I don't stand in the middle of Ranger Palooza. Wow, this area is kind of brutal. Maybe I want to come at this from the other entrance. Maybe I'll get a better aggro spread that way. Because I could come down here from this way. It'd require me to run around a little bit differently. Like, we're killing them, but this is not an efficient way of doing this. Part of the issue is that we've got, like, 4 Doliak Masters? Yeah, like 4 Doliak Masters on top of everything. And I feel like I'm aggroing a much larger collection of enemies than I should be. Ooh, Master of Whispers is also not in a good state, but we'll pretend otherwise for the moment and just eat a couple of these. Yeah, no, I'm definitely aggroing way too many groups at once. The heck? Where did these Jade Armor come from? These would have been really annoying to track down. Well, that was kind of fortuitous. More lunar tokens. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely way over aggroing there. Okay. Hopefully there aren't any more random wandering groups of Jade for me to miss. Master of Whispers always gets way too much death penalty. Let's see. Yeah, I need to follow this kind of around. I am getting close, but... So there's going to be some more over there, some more in this area. Got some map to uncover over there too, though. How long have I been in this map? 41 minutes. Definitely a bigger one. How many coins do you give? No, that's not the Vanquish. Only 150, huh. Feels like it should be worth more. Ooh, this is a good spot. This is not a ton of enemies, and there's a boss in here. And no monks. Is also a benefit. There's the Nasher. Hello, sir. I don't like you making minions, and I know you'll kill your minions if I attack you. And I was right. Yep. Here's the dwarven houses. How do I want to approach this? I kind of want to go sweep up this way and get to that resurrection shrine. Let's get rid of this for the moment. Reapply that. Okay, I know you got some stuff going on. Yeah, I was right. The spike traps, are they designed to kind of go off sequentially instead of all at once? It feels like the sort of thing that they might have done to try to make traps more balanced or something. Do people still trap the underworld? That was the thing that was happening at one point in time, right? Where people would just go into the underworld and trap it. I seem to remember that being the case. And there's the Nasher. Get this guy down. I don't need any more minions showing up. I will avenge you. Oh, I need to make sure I go pick up that armor. There we go. Being a bit resilient, but not for long. I will get that Pine Soul later. Then we need to come back down this way. Is this where Vanyi is? For the 15 attribute point quest? Man, those 15 attribute point quests are so late. You can't get them until after you ascend. And Ascension is just a very late activity. Anytime Master of Whispers gets out of an encounter without dying, it's kind of almost a small victory in a weird sort of sad way. Man, those traps just have so many rocks. Okay, everybody. I know that the Stone Summit there are real interesting, but can we please ignore them and move on? Yeah. I mean, I love myself some prophecies, but that's a really defensible position. So those quests are... Like, the desert one's not too bad. It's just they occur so late in the game. And the second one is just so long and drawn out. Yeah, because you absolutely need all of your attribute points. Oops, I need this button. Well, you should. You're not... Like, 30 attribute points is a big deal. And I'm sure any speed clear is an incredibly precise instrument of aggression and functionality. You can't be running suboptimal bars, and it is absolutely suboptimal to not have all of your attribute points. I thematically understand what they were doing with the attribute point quests, but in retrospect, I kind of think maybe they shouldn't have had them be a separate thing like that. They should have just given you all of your attribute points through level up. Because while I thematically like the idea of, oh, you can be stronger than the average person once you ascend, which is kind of what the attribute points quests represented in Prophecies, that idea didn't particularly translate outside of Prophecies. Like, they didn't make you get Way No Su before you could get your attribute point quests in factions, for example. And probably for the better, Nightfall just abandoned the idea of some special higher state, because Way No Su is just Ascension 2.0. It's like, I'm all for them having kind of abandoned that, but at the same time, it kind of makes the whole... I think I want to go to that other area first, and then come back here. Because I've activated that shrine now. But so, you know, no, I need to clear out the script because they're going to be annoying when I walk back down. Yeah, I want to clear out all these Stone Summit. I was kind of wanting to save them for experience points to kind of work off DP if we accumulate more, but I think it's just going to be more annoying if I don't take them out now, so... The heck is happening to Zed? Oh, my candy wore off. Ooh, my inventory is full too. I'll want to find something to salvage that'll free up 2 slots if I can find something that will salvage into wood or the other one. But yeah, like once you get out of prophecies, the whole attribute point quest thing just kind of doesn't make any sense, but they're kind of stuck with it because that's how they designed leveling up. I genuinely feel that prophecies was made pretty decently well as a self-contained experience that then had a lot of issues when they tried to expand it out of that self-contained experience. Is this Raven Staff something like highly salvageable? No, but it's going to get salvaged. That's what's going to happen now. So I know that that's going to salvage to wood. Maybe. Because it's just the complete eating command post, right? Isn't that the equivalent event? But yeah, you're right. They maybe forgot one, or maybe they just didn't want to have one, but they had to have something that was the logical equivalent. I should not be focusing on that boss. Bosses are not the threat in prophecies. And there's another Raven Staff. What are we looking at here? Heretic, Ranger. Heretics are annoying. Let's take that guy down. Okay, well, I mean, you've basically just died while I was focusing on other things. Hunted? Okay. I knew it was one of those sort of general areas. Do I already have Stone Summit badges? If not, I mean, they're only 8 gold, so it's not worth picking up. It's not like seeds and avocado scalps that salvage to useful, very useful materials. Oh, wait. Does that quest end up here? I don't know. I'm just going to go sweep up, down, and then come back down and go after that Stone Summit. But yeah, the attribute point quest idea, like I said, it makes sense for thematically for prophecies, but in the broader context of what the games would become, it became increasingly more of a burden, I think, than a benefit. So I think they probably should have just dropped it and given you all of your attribute points to leveling up like heroes. My goodness, think about how miserable it'd be if you had to do like 2 quests for each hero to get them all of their attribute points. Oh, that would be... I'm glad that that is not the case, because that sounds miserable. And that's why we don't do that. Okay, let's see how this is coming from a different angle. Maybe I can position myself in a good spot to... What is this? This is a longbow. Designed for grunts grasping at a range, it would appear. Yeah, and now's when I go after that pine swallow I mentioned earlier. Oh, and the one I didn't even see. What do you know? Okay, I definitely need to make sure I'm putting I'm Unstoppable up, because there's traps. I just know it. It does feel kind of arbitrary though with Nightfall about when you're considered like ascended so you can do stuff. Because isn't Ascension or equivalent required to go to like the God Realms and change your profession or something like that? Again, like there's a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, this makes thematic sense in prophecies, but like gameplay wise, it's kind of not great when you get to the other campaigns. Dolyak Master, you're gonna run, aren't you? This is why I like having cripple, some sort of snare. Okay, what am I dropping for this bow? Well, there's still a dude there. Dropping this Raven Staff for this bow. Wait. Oh, I got another Raven Staff. Do I have any other whites floating around? Yes, this Spellblade. I'd rather grab blues because they're more likely to have something. Okay. I don't really have a good beat on this. This is actually a really good approach because I'm pretty sure this like just totally obstructs these rangers. Also, I'm aggroing fewer groups. I'm not aggroing those guys over there. Is much, much, much better angle of approach. Also, Dolyak Masters are not very good healers. In related news. What are you doing over here, Master of Whispers? Oh, you have a bad sense of direction? Is that what you're telling me? I think that's what he is telling me, everyone. Well, now I need to pick up that purple armor. Okay, let's ID some of these blues. See which one's kind of the worst. So far, they're not convincing me which one's the worst. Okay, that one's... The FDS is a strong contender. Okay. FDS, you're the contender for not the one I'm hanging on to. I'm just dropping stuff everywhere. Okay, well, at least we cleared out that giant group of rangers. Definitely coming from the north there rather than the east is much better approach. It bunches them up in a better way, and all of those rangers get line of sighted on the geometry. Which is very preferable. Wow, right now is making a strong case for that divert hexer I brought. Where's that Nasher? You're annoying me. Get out of here. Yes, eat all of your minions alive. It makes it quicker for me so I don't have to focus on killing anything else. Okay, we still have a heretic back there. I'll get him in a second. You know, just as soon as I can move. Then I smack him for piles of damage. I am going to kind of scour this area a little bit just for the mapping purposes. Oh, I can walk through that. Sure, why not? I don't know how much this bit counts towards anything, but again, safer than sorry. Some of that looks like area I'm going to be going in just a moment, but whatever. Can I walk up on this wooden thing? No, this wooden thing just doesn't exist. Cool. Oh, that looks neat. I like the way that FDS kind of dropped, where it's like stabbed into the ground. That's kind of cool. Okay, enough of that random cannery. Let's go ahead and go over here. Long bridge. Ah, there's another one of those bosses. That looks like the Elementalist, so that's ward against harm. Okay, we got a big sweep to make here. Let's just go ahead and start this way. I don't need to worry about knockdowns, but I might want this up for the armor. Okay, it's a bit redundant with stand your ground, except for the part where I'm running. Oh, can't move. Ooh, Maelstrom on me. Now that I don't mind seeing. Maelstrom on me is super acceptable. Ooh, 2 alpine seeds. Don't mind if I do. That's a bunch of plant fibers. I really regret not having brought a full salvage kit to this, though. Full salvage kit would have been very good to have brought. Nice, fresh one. Full of charges. Just waiting to be used. Okay, I need to go clear out those enemies. I'm going to go figure out how to do that before I walk around to a spot where I'm suddenly fighting them and it's all weird and uncomfortable. Angles and stuff. Does this go... I don't know. I'm interested to see how this map goes, because I'm realizing that I don't know how this map goes over there on the sides. What are we looking at? Dolyak Master? Okay, let's go after this Dolyak Master. Look, you can either run or cast spells. You can't do both. Stop abusing Master of Whispers. Oh. Hi. I see you are the volunteer join us brigade. What does that even mean? You're the backup. Allow me to remove you from service. There we go. That removed a lot of the backup from service. Excellent. Don't 100% know where all those came from. I don't think I have any... Oh, I do have a blue. Okay. Well, that'll work. Let's kind of go along here. We're going to pretend it's for mapping, but it's really because I want to make sure I can get up to that group without aggroing that group before I can actually attack that group. Group. Oh my goodness, that is not... Ooh. That's worrisome. Actually, now that I think about it, this is kind of worrisome too. Yeah, run right up to me. I am happy for that. Mark of protection. Oh man, I sincerely hope that that group going right there disperses some, because that's the sort of group that would be very fun to just wholesale kill in normal mode, and absolutely terrifies me in hard mode here. Because it screams of way too freaking much damage. Look at that horde. What can one team do against such reckless numbers? Well, I got a skill point. This is going to be ugly, isn't it? I'm going to have to go fight them. Before I worry about such likely events, I'm going to run up here a little bit. Just, you know, for mapping purposes or something. This does connect around to where I just was. The heck is this? Okay, no, I need to go after clumps of enemies. I need to encourage whichever one is my illusion mesmer to illusion mesmer, by which I mean ineptitude, the snot out of some of these. Okay. Well, now I have to go pick up that minor rune. Okay, despite how absolutely terrifying that sheer quantity of enemies was, it actually went very smoothly. I'm going to... our spears got absolutely ravaged. I'm going to place the responsibility for that square on being very intentional about pre-spiriting. Wow, okay. I guess I dropped this short bow for this minor rune. What is this minor rune? Undertaker's Dwarven Scout Armor. Well, that's still worth more than the thing I got it from. Yeah, B-Surge is definitely a good way of dealing with that. I have Ineptitude, which is playing a similar role. It looked scary, but they were really bunched up, so they're super susceptible to, like, everything, so... There's not even very many enemies left on this map. How big is this map at this point? Like, how much do I have left to uncover? Because it is... The wiki says it's about 310, and that certainly seems to be... about what I'm hitting here. Ooh, this connects off somewhere. Where does this connect to? I'm not sure. Is this Talus Shoot? No, that can't be. Is that Spearhead Peak? What zone is over here? Ice Dome? The heck is Ice Dome? Is there a zone here that I've literally never been to? I am going to guess the answer is yes. There's a zone there that I've probably never been to. Okay, so that's between Talus Shoot and here and Peak, maybe? To Grotto. Wait, which Grotto? Marhan's Grotto? Marhan Grotto is an ice flow. It's not entered in Spearhead. Because Marhan's Grotto is way the heck over here. Is there a town over here or something? Oh, before they add your own footprint. Okay, so it's kind of connects does it connect Talus Shoot to Frozen Forest then? And that's how you'd kind of get over here before they added Deldrim or War Camp? Okay. That makes sense. I'm really looking forward to hopping on my warrior after this and seeing if he has Ice Dome. Because Berdis has done the most cartography in Tyria. Huh. I need to go up here and clear out that area. A little pen here for something. This is why I like having an incoming fallback on my team when I'm vanquishing. Or some sort of run speed buff chain. We're almost clear with this. Hey! We're going to end this with Master of Whispers not having any death penalty, probably. Most excellent. Somehow Gwen has 10%. Gwen and Norgu both have 10% morale boosts. Somehow. Wait. How did somebody get way far behind? Hang on, that's Master of Whispers. No, it's not. That's Prius. Soul Twist. Oh, he's probably applying some of his enchantments. Yeah, I think up there is where the attribute point quest ends. This is some other random protrusion. Okay, we got ourselves some stone summit here. Okay, where's my... Really important to just get those up. Actually want to go after the Nasher over here. Okay, well, if you're going to run off like that, I'm not as interested. Yeah, I mean, that's why I want to take them down, because I know that they make minions. Okay, where's the... Here's the Nasher. The Nasher's way back here. Man, they run so far away. Hard mode enemies are aggressive kiters. Hey, those were the last enemies. Excellent. Vanquish complete. But I still want to go clear out like some of these bits over here. I will worry about the existence of Ice Dome at a future point. My Copperhammer Mines. I just want to clear out this a little bit. I might find some Azure Shadows over here. That wouldn't surprise me. Do I have anything else to identify while I'm running along? Major protection prayers. Well, that's worth 170 gold. Ha! That piece of armor is worth 170 gold. Rather, not the major protection prayers. Superior Soul Reaping. What was the other? Stormbound. That's also, like, not worth much. Wait, what the? Where does this go? This go to... No, this just... Oh, this just goes under Copperhammer Mines. I see. It's kind of a weird protrusion-y bit thing. Okay, I'm just going to follow this around a little bit while I ID random things that need IDing. I think I actually did ID all the things that need IDing, so... Well, I mean, we're going to end this Vanquish and Copperhammer Mines, I guess. That's... Yeah, it looks pretty thorough. Ice Dome, huh. Right, well, at this point, I'm going to need to take a moment with the inventory clearing. So I'm going to go ahead and run some commercials while I do that. Because it's not the most exciting thing to watch, I assume. In fact, I assume watching inventory management is probably the least interesting part of this whole process. Alright, ingots, 50 wood planks. 8 of those. Let's start this process by looking at some of these runes. Major protection prayers I don't think is worth anything. Undertakers I don't think is worth anything. Your crafting materials, here's a rune trader. I really like the layout of this guild hall. It's very, very convenient. Okay, major protection prayers is... Yeah, okay, not worth anything. Undertakers, necromancer, insignia, not worth anything. That's just random stuff. Stormbound, soup soul reaping. So soup soul reaping would be here. And it's worth a little bit, but not more than this armor. And it's not going to actually be worth anything provable. Stormbound, I don't think would be worth anything either. Beastmasters has a little bit of value, and that's the only one of those. That does. Okay. So that means none of these runes are actually valuable. Let's sell a few things. Yes. Okay, now I need my salvage kit. Man, these are not very many feathers, but feathers are not the easiest thing to come by. There we go. Whew. Used that up quite a bit, actually. Working on them plant fibers. Of course, when I get enough plant fibers, I will convert them into resurrection scrolls. Because that's a good use of plant fibers, in my opinion. Have 2? Yeah. They can get you out of a pension sometimes. Zenshu, give me my reward. I feel like that should have been more than 150 points, but that might be my own bias. Okay. I guess before I move on to other characters, I might as well just go do Chahbek Village. So let's go do Chahbek Village. Commandant Jewel of Istan. Chahbek Village. You have to bring costs. He's required here. The rest of this probably doesn't matter too much. I'm going to bring General Morgan for the speed ups. Oh, I can switch you back over to Holy Spear. Ogden, you are also not running the bar that I want right now. Some of this is fine. Mostly I just don't need you doing that. Let's just... see what I really want. Okay, let's just give you Life Sheath and Divine Boon. There. Now you can heal people. I like doing them because I find them to be quick to get taken care of, but whatever, that should work. And this is probably fine. I don't know if this is enough healing, but whatever, we'll find out. They're relatively quick and easy, so. I definitely prefer Imperial Sanctum is the best one of the quick and easy ones, I would argue. T-Hark Orchard, an Augury Rock. I certainly would not consider something like Great Northern Wall a quick and easy one. That one needs to be worth more Z coins if you ask me. Orchard's not difficult though. I don't mind it. I can see that opinion. Like I said, I personally don't mind it. See, I only have one account, so that's not really a consideration for me. But I can see where multi-account stuff would certainly preference you towards missions that you can do with multiple. I like Augury Rock and T-Ark Orchard because they're quick and easy. Relatively speaking. I should have killed this guy first, but whatever, here we are. Under 4 minutes. Rylon Refuge. There's some way that... see, I don't know a lot of the glitching and stuff like that. So if I'm just going like straight forward which is the way that I approach these things. Things like this one feel like a nice, quick and easy way of handling this. Blade Turn Refrain just blocked that for me. That's nice. Grunth's Aura. So that's the lifesteal one. Oh, shadow form? Oh, I see, yeah. Okay. So Grunt's Aura allows you to get around the shadow form damage reduction. Like, from a raw design standpoint, shadow form probably should never have been created. But it's such a thematically cool skill. It's the spell prot? No. I was saying the Grunt's Aura allows you to counteract the damage reduction that is caused by... Because doesn't... I'm going to pick up this stuff. Oh, I lost a Sunspear Recruit. That's stupid, but probably my own fault. Are you... Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well. Yeah, I know, I can do normal mode for it, but it just wastes time. But I want the 22 Z coins for it, so here we are. Here we are. I don't know, maybe there's a different path that I want to take when I'm doing it this way. Where all of the enemies are going to die from looking at them. Thank you, General Morgan. I should have gone with Onslaught. Onslaught would have been a much smarter idea. I didn't think about that. But Onslaught would let me charge through here a lot more quickly. My goodness, this guy's level 1. Why am I bothering to try to even do anything? Yeah, I should have 100% slotted an Onslaught for this. Just taking the moment to... Because fallback ends when I go hit people. Okay, well, I'm taking this in all sorts of weird order. Thank you for the incoming. I don't even know where those guys died, but obviously I did not give Ogden a good bar because he ran out of energy too quickly. Is that right there? Guarantee you he's spamming Prot Spirit when he shouldn't be. I don't know why the pathing wants to take me on the left side of that boat thing, but it does for some random reason. There we go. Well, that's taken care of. Let's go back to... I'm just going to go to the Great Temple of Balthazar. Easier for these. Yeah, I will take my random garbage loot. Why not? One iron ingot, definitely more valuable than the raw copper shilling was. That I'm quite confident on. Nope. That's going to add up to 250. Okay. Deposit my 220 whatever it is gold. Let's just start going through some characters here. You need to steal some eggs, apparently. Okay, Baradis. I'm curious to see. Now, you should have... yeah, okay. I'm going to go grab Chahbek Village, but then I'm going to go head over to... Oh, you have a victory token. Well, let's go get rid of that, too, while I'm wandering around. You do have Ice Dome. How about that? I don't go there on anyone else ever, but here we are. Ice Dome. I suspect a lot of where this guy's missing things is like... Yeah, he's missing some spice right over here. And there's probably some of the mapping needs to extend a bit further in some of these spots, I am sure. Like, it looks like there might be a little bit more over here, possibly. I would need... Like, the best way to do this is to get, like, the UMod or TextMod or whatever the heck is being used these days and load up the map files. See where the areas of map uncoverage are missing. Uncoverage, what a weird choice of words. Is there a victory token person here? You're a lunar gift keeper. You give me red gift bags. I don't care about that right now. Victory token would be over this way, right? Yeah, victory token rewards. Supply masters. Oh, well, that needs more victory tokens than I've got. Do you have anything for somebody with one victory? Is it worth it to have one victory token? I don't foresee myself... you know what, let's just do the simple thing. Victory token. What you got to tell me about these, Wiki? What can I do with them? 5, 5, 10, 10, 10. Okay. There's no use for one victory token. Unless I get more, there's no point. I want to do this... Do Black Mochicks still have some decent retail value? Because I kind of want to do this quest on more characters to... Retail value, I say. Trading them in value, you know what I mean? Market value. Okay. Go ahead and get the mission over here. That's a heck of a bar. That skill bar totally reads like somebody who is... Oh, okay. What do you have? Oh, you have, like, Unwaking Waters. Okay, well, I can probably do that pretty quickly, actually. Let's pick one. Actually, let's go to House of Helter and turn in some faction. You're the person I turn faction into, right? Yes, raise alliance reputation. Why are your systems so aggravating? Okay. Well, can I get Ember Chunks? I can get an amber chunk. Cool. I've gotten an amber chunk. I cannot raise my alliance reputation, but I can do the other things. Well, let's get some skills here. Spear of Fury. Shadow Sanctuary is a dubious skill, and I don't know why they thought... Oh, I know. A PvE-only version of Feigned Neutrality is perfect. Because it ain't. What does this do? Yeah. I guess technically Aura of Holy Might's not unusable. This is just about unusable. Okay, whatever. I've done my civic duty to the Persic Empire or whatever. This is a fine bar, I suppose, probably. What do I need here? Full Twist is probably not the worst. And I have to think about what I want to do with this mission. At least 2 Necromancers. Yeah, you can be... Okay, you cannot adequately use this bar with whatever the heck your Major Soul Reaping? Yeah, you're not designed for this bar. Okay, this is more or less what I want going on here. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, this is the bar, but he doesn't have the blood magic to use it properly. I'll just leave him as is, though. It doesn't matter that much. Grab down Koro. Let's grab a couple of Rangers. And let's grab a Mesmer. Or 2. Okay. Yeah, that looks adequate. No. You're not barraging. Predator's defense is not a terrible idea, though. Healing Signet probably is a terrible idea, though. Punishing Shot. I want... Expert's Focus or Read the... I will go with Expert's Focus. I want Savage Shot. And I want an Antidote Signet. There we go. That's some sort of bar that'll work. You're just straight up... Yeah, I mean, sure. That's fine. Norgu, you're doing some E-Surge business. This should be Shatter. Otherwise, I'm okay with this, and I'm okay with this. Yeah. Then I'm doing Signal of Spirits. Cool. Let's see how this goes in hard mode. Enter mission button, because it is this one. This one is factions. I was talking about the campaign. I realized that wasn't clear after I said this one. But that's what I meant. By this one. Yeah. I could spend some of this Luxon faction, and I might do so. I really don't like the mechanic. Oh. Hi. I'm actually here with a person. That's kind of fun. That, like, rarely happens. Elonian Necromancer. I got the real Master of Whispers here, apparently. And the real Elias. And the real Norgu. And the real Gwen. Because I loaded into the map first. I'm just realizing I did not quite bring enough healers. That's probably going to be a problem. You know what? I can let them take point. And I can remember that I'm a healer. Yeah, because I totally blinked on bringing a Soul Twist, but, you know. I'm going to refresh some of my spirits here. Wait, did their party wipe? Oh. Well, there are res orbs? Um... This is the part where maybe I want to reconsider my team just slightly. I'm just going to drop Gaze from Beyond for Mind, Body, and Soul. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a little short on healing. Or protection or something. Should be Enfeebling Blood. Well, can't change skills while countdown is going. That's nice. I guess we're going for the there's too many players strategy and that will be effective. Hopefully that is true. Oh. Never mind. I totally forgot. We've got more healing over here. So Master of Whispers, Dunkoro, and me are all able to heal. That's cool. That'll be less panic inducing. Less panic inducing. Now we just have to wait for all these countdown timers. I liked this idea, but it does have some logistical annoyances. Almost finished counting down. Sure, that'll work. I think my spirits might have accidentally attracted some attention. Maybe not. Heh. I love it when Kuna Vang decides she doesn't need to continue forward. No, my spirits are out of range. What am I going to do? Well, heal my team. There we go. Well, that went by much more quickly. Okay, let's go turn that in. Temple of Balthasar. Let's see, Zenshu. I have a thing for right, jadeite or amber, whatever, minerals. Minerals. Well, that was fun. Right. Chahbek Village. Thank you. Next character, where you also have Unwaking Waters, but you do not have like any other missions, so you can go pick up Chahbek just fine. This feels kind of bookkeeping-y, and to some extent it is, but this is available today, and like, wait, I already did this guy. That's me paying attention. Okay. Time for Augury Rock. I should just update this. Just Augury Rock-a-thon. Because that's what I'm doing now. Why do I have sprint on this character right now? Why not have sprint on this character right now? What was I doing? The peculiar bar. Whatever. I don't need any of your Shadow Arts nonsense. I just need... I mean, sprint is fine. Those are fine. Technically, critical agility is probably better, but whatever. I just need my lead attack of sneak attack. That's plus 30 damage, auto crits. But Death Blossom hits so hard. Not my fault Death Blossom hits so hard. Death Blossom is overpowered and is worthy of being an elite. It absolutely is worthy of being an elite. But here it is. Not being an elite and just being way too good. Oh, nice longbow. I suppose. I mean, at this point, I'm just auto-attacking this thing and using my chain whenever it recharges. Doppelganger's super easy to take care of with daggers because of sneak attack being really good against it. Hey, what do you know? Down it goes. Yep, that's all I need to do there. So back to Great Temple of Balthasar to turn in my Augury Rocks. I mean, the one for this character, then there'll be another character. Ooh, I've got a miniature destroyer flesh. I think that came from like a magazine or something. If I remember correctly. Certainly was a while ago. Okay. Mirian, what are you up to? Have you done this yet? No, you have not. You have not taken down your doppelganger. Well, we will go do that now. Leave this party first. Do I have a necromancer thing saved in here? Probably not. Make any sense? Why would I have a necromancer thing in this Augury Rock folder? I have a mesmer build and a monk build. That's fine. Okay, well, the easiest way of taking care of this is a combination of Insidious Parasite, Enfeeble. Yeah, that's the combination. Do you have superior? No, you have soup death. You do not have superior. Well, oh yeah, you're one of those candidates for a bigger bag. Whatever, this will work. Lion's Arch. Whenever I say Lion's Arch like that, instead of just calling it LA, I think of that line, the flopper, what's its name? The Undead Lich says at the end of Prophecy's stuff when he says, and you like Lion's Arch, Thunderhead Keep, and you shall go to Grin. That's what I think of. I should do those Dragon Quests sometime on this channel. I just have not yet. But I definitely should. I should have grabbed... How long does this one last? 27 seconds. It lasts for freaking ever. I'm not going to have to worry about reapplying people. Well, that went smoothly, even without a Nebban Vanguard Assassin to support me. Yeah. Great Temple of Balthazar. And these are very straightforward. Zenshu, give me my copper coins, please. Thank you. Zaishen Mission, mine. Excellent. I just need to go put this away. And I can move on. I've discovered that if I were to have the 15 slot equipment bags on all of my characters at minimum, that I would have very little problem indeed with... now, where are you with all these things? Okay, you can just go get it. Cool. I'd have very little problem indeed with needing... Or I'd have a bunch of space to absorb miniatures. That's where that logic thought was going. I should drop off this vial of red dye, though. Did I use up all of my rockets in the defense of that one town? Or did I put them in the Shunlai chest? I put them in the Shunlai chest right here. Okay, well that'll be a consideration for later. That is later me's problem. Problem is not quite the right word for that. I did pick up Chahbek Village on that character, didn't I? Okay, I have Augury Rock right here. I can do that. Okay, let's go do her Augury Rock, then go back to the other character and double check my LA to make sure I picked up Chahbek Village, because can't remember offhand. What the... No, not whatever this mess is. I mean, most of this is fine, whatever, but just sneak attack. Sneak attack, strength of honor, that's cool. This will speed it up as well. So let's just bring that. Cool, that should work just fine. I do like Grelk's hammer. Great Ritual Priest Zamet. How do I get into there? Yes, let me in. This may have energy problems, now that I think about it. The Strength of Honor will use a lot of energy. I probably will not use Ebon Vanguard Assassin support. I don't think I have the energy for it. Because I do need to be hitting my sneak attacks every time it recharges in order to keep the blind up. And that's how I'm defensively dealing with the potential damage from this guy. I mean, go for it. It ain't gonna do much good for you here. I like your axe. Bonus, defeat the doppelganger in under 2 minutes. Well, this is not the fastest win of that, but it worked. Is the important part. It's going to be quicker if I do this. I really wish they'd put Drockner's Forge and Hogon's Passage or something in this list in addition to these. Just that way we would have 8-man areas. Insidious Parasite is very easy. I agree. But that requires me to have Insidious Parasite on the character and swapping things around. Sneak Attack is also very easy, so I tend to kind of go for that one. Oh, that's thematically relevant for the moment. Anthem New Year and all that. Okay, so this character did just pick up Chahbek Village. It's not just having the secondary, it's having the skill and all that. Okay, I just want to double check to make sure I picked up the skill over here because I couldn't remember. Okay, I did. Sure. Okay, what state are you in? Yep, defeat your doppelganger, that's what I thought. Uh-huh. I see. How do I want to roll this? They also don't get pets, do they? A touch of guile is probably also a quite effective tactic. I need to do more on this character, is what I'm seeing. Do I even have Insidious Parasite over here? No. I could go buy it. I kind of want to just run with a pet. I don't think they do pets either. I've been Vanguard, support this one. And run as one is convenient to have. Technically, that means I could have one more skill, because I could have Death Strike for some reason. I'm unimpressed with Death Strike. Where's my bow even right now? Grab this IC, or this Zealous Rope of Marksmanship. Come on, Therion. Let's go. Beat a doppelganger. What's the meme? With the Anthem of Disruption? Oh, yeah. I can see that. Pet's also very effective against a doppelganger. So yeah, you get an Anthem of Disruption. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. GTOB. Ooh. This completes another back here. Excellent. And let's drop hold off. Wait, I forgot to grab Chahbek Village, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm remembering that I forgot Chahbek Village on that character. I'm going to grab Chahbek Village on that character. Yeah, Anthem of Disruption also happens to say ally, so it does actually trigger off of attacking spirits as well, which is interesting. Any of the anthems that say they affect allies, unless they, because I don't say non-spirit allies, actually affect allies. And why the heck are you over here in Durham Archives anyway? And because doppelganger, and because yeah, affect spirits. I did not know that for the longest time. I just kind of assumed that they wouldn't. Kind of interesting. Anthem of Envy boosting Signet of Spirits. Not something I would have assumed would have worked. Oh, you also need a bigger bag, don't you? Over here, my friend. You have the stuff for this. How do you not have sneak attack, but the other monk does? This makes no sense. What are you doing with yourself? And here. What are you doing with yourself? Oh, yeah. That's slightly terrifying. I hadn't considered that possibility. Yeah, that is slightly terrifying. Okay, you know what? Instead of trying to pretend that this is some sort of weird dagger thing that's going to actually work, my smiting purse hat. What I'm going to do here... Yeah, we don't need these. You move Lycadorf, Touch of Guile, Ebon Vanguard support. And Shield of Judgment. There we go. It's... Yeah, that seems like one of the sorts of things that's a really fun gimmick more than actually good. The lack of my characters having sneak attack is demoralizing. This is a Divine Favor staff. I should not be using that. Let's see. So I think the first step is to move like a dwarf. This is going to be a little bit more of a tricky one because I'm not bothering to try to... I mean, now I just get a... you don't want somebody with Shield of Judgment on them. Okay, this is dumb and not going to work very well. Yeah, okay, that did not work very well. That was one of those things where I did not think that through very thoroughly. Shield of Judgment was a terrible plan of action. Oh, ooh, no, that's also a terrible plan of action. I was thinking of Signet of Raging. And then I realized that that would just be a terrible... Like, load up stuff for Signet of Rage and then... Yeah. I mean, I could Retribution myself. That's not the worst. This Touch of Guile thing was like one of those things that's a cute idea that just does not in practice function. Or I could just go with like a sword. Do I have... That's true. I could 55 the Doppelganger. That would be funny. Let's 55 the Doppelganger. Goodness, do I have a 55 template sitting around anywhere? Oh, I could bring a pet as well. That might... What do I even have in curses, though? I do have Insidious Parasite. Okay, let's just do a 55 with Insidious Parasite. That works. Where's my Cesta? And where's my enchanting here? Full inventory. 55. That's assuming this character has Pain Inverter. This character does not have Pain Inverter. I have woefully underplayed you, Santier. Why have I woefully underplayed you? Where's my... This is my Fiery Gladius. Oh, this is my my hiding set. I'll just put on the spear. It's fine. Yeah, because I can just Insidious Parasite. Need Protection Prayers. This is like Healing Prayers. I don't know. Is 14 enough for +4 mending? Yeah. Protection Prayers. That's true. You're right. I do heal with Insidious Parasite. I just need Curses and Protection Prayers. And Divine Favor can have the leftover points. Yeah, sure. Necrosis will speed it up. Man, I haven't done 55 in a long while. I mean, I might as well. It doesn't hurt to 55. Such a weird thing. Man, this armor just is so desaturated. Why is this armor so desaturated? Show me my cape. There, that looks better. I definitely need to make sure I'm prot spiriting before I walk in there, though, or this is going to be real short. I can't use the strategy my other monk used because I don't have... Just keep attacking. You'll get there. You'll get there eventually. Come on. There we go. 55 our way to victory. I feel like 55ing... Because I know I did 50... Oh, got a Lunar Toga off of him. That's fun. I know I did 55... 5ing with... Get my shield back. And this... On... Oh, who was it? Yeah, with my Necromancer, I've also done 55ing with Spiteful Spirit. But it's been a real long time since I've done a 55. Are there any areas where it's actually useful for 55 in general for farming these days? Or is, like, Assassin or Dervish stuff kind of overtaken it in general principle? Not even familiar with what that is. Yeah. It's a really cool principle of how everything works. But I'm also not surprised. Yeah, I remember doing that back in the day, actually. Okay, I'm gonna probably need to defeat my doppelganger. Yeah. Lion's Arch. Yeah, it's a weird sort of like tank build that lets enemies passively kill themselves, right? So it's like if the enemies aren't set up to do that, does this character have... Yeah, this character has sneak attack, so this character can just whatever sneak attack with something. Yeah, I don't know what was right there, but something was. Let's just sneak attack with a pet. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. And what's this? Furious Barbed Axe of Defense? Sure, we can go with an axe. Go slash warrior. Beast mastery hats. Yeah, don't need marksmanship. Is one of these armor sets a beast master? Yeah, this one is. I'm not wasting points on. I can definitely see that though, where okay, now I have some damage with my axe and some damage with my pet. I'm not bringing any axe attacks, don't be silly. For animal, this enraged lunge is good for damage. Run as one is nice for getting up there faster. This guy, yes, this is a PvE only move. And sneak attack. Okay, let's go kill ourselves a doppelganger. I do like that 55ing is a thing. In that it's a really cool like way of which things work out with the design of everything, but definitely wants me to be in a stance, which is fine. Okay. There we go. Rangers actually have a surprisingly easy time against the doppelganger because of its complete lack of ability to have a pet. At least lack of ability to have a pet with the ways that we have pets. Which is the relevant part of that. Kind of interesting, you know? I feel like my voice has gotten kind of deep. Okay. That brings us up to another round of Zaishen coins. I would have liked to have spread these out more, but a lot of these characters are just full up on Zaishen quests, so. Bounties? I'm just terrible at getting to bounties, because a lot of them are like in the bottom of dungeons and things. I don't know. What about you? Okay, yep. You need to couple it up too. I'm not sure 100% what your question is in terms of bounties until double weeks. Because I want to clear out, because I want to pick up Chahbek Village on all of these characters, and most of them have like 3, and Augury Rock is very quick to get done. Does that answer your question? It's mostly just a mixture of things. Signal of Return is completely pointless in this situation. Okay, this character cannot summon those. I do get Spear of Fury, the Ebon Vanguard, support, and Vampirism. This is probably enough. Is next week the double reward? I mean, I can do other missions too. I don't really need command right now. Leadership is kind of trash in this situation, but... Oh, I have Pain Inverter. Pain Inverter's probably better. Yeah, that's probably true. But it still isn't, like, a huge I don't know. I'm fine with doing it this way. I guess is fundamentally where I settle on that. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but that's okay. I want to start with like an Ebon Vanguard. I kind of want to optimize the damage from Pain Inverter. So, see how this goes. Yeah, this is just out DPSing him badly. It's mostly that I want to be able to get Chahbek Village on everyone because it's relatively quick and easy to get the rewards on. And a lot of the characters are full up in terms of Zaishen missions, so I just kind of wanted to clear it on everyone. Yeah, what's up with you? What state are you in? You've done into the whirlpool. Okay, you have Augury Rock. Now this is the important question. Have you been far enough into prophecies to actually go to Augury Rock? Well, survey says probably. The answer is yes. The answer is very distinctly yes. Do you have... Okay, you have Ebon Vanguard. Okay, we've got some of the traditional stuff going. Obviously, I have a lot of characters that just need to do a lot more. In certain spaces. Okay. Vampirism. Oh, I have you move like a dwarf too. That would be good to bring. Spirit Strength does not seem like a build that I want to give this AI, so we're not going to. I'm going to just kind of assume that this is going to be enough. Actually, do we have... Vocal Minority doesn't seem like it's going to be terribly useful. Faint-heartedness could be vaguely more useful than Restoration Magic, though. So maybe I bring that? What hats do I have? Sure, let's just bring your Spawning Power hat. Make a slightly stronger spirit. Oh, you know what would be really funny? I bet you explosive growth triggers off of this. Yeah, that would be really funny. I'm not gonna... Unless if I fail out of this, I'm not gonna go back for that, but... Bison Cup. Good old Bison Cup. No. Sure, you can Faint Hardness the Assassin. That's fine with me. Well, that guy's dying. Then go back to Great Temple of Balthazar. Glad this worked reasonably well. I have a lot of PvE skill quests to do on a lot of characters, though. That's become abundantly clear. I mean, this does add up. Yeah, what are you up to, Daedalon? Oh, guess what? You also need to go kill your doppelganger, and you also have a full thing. Okay, let's go do that. If I gave this guy the right armor, he could 55. I don't think I intend to, but he could. Do I have a Mesmer build lying around? I mean, I don't really need one. Necromancer. Do I have... I have Spiteful Spirit. Insidious Parasite seems better here. Okay. Insidious Parasite. Who needs fast casting and illusion magic? You have domination magic and curses. I'll put in a little bit in fast casting. Insidious Parasite, Empathy, Pain Inverter. This seems like the recipe for a really bad day. Where's my domination hat? This is not the right stick to have up. This is the right stick to have up. That moment when you realize you forgot to hit hard mode, and then you get slightly sad and have to go back. Yeah, that's what that moment was. This doppelganger's about to have a very bad day. Oh, Empathy has a 2-second cast time. Well, I know what I'm putting on last. Oh man, he is absolutely wrecking himself. Well, that worked super smoothly. It's kind of a fun challenge of, okay, what skill bar do you bring to beat your own skill bar? The fact that it can't use PvE only skills or pets definitely unbalances that equation, which I think is a little bit unfortunate, but understandable. But nonetheless, unfortunate. Thank you. Let's get some more silver coins. And move on to the next character. Like I said, Augury Rock-a-thon. Hello, going easy. Let's see. I'll probably look at that log later. Unless that was complete spam, which it probably was. Right. That distracted me. Let's go to Lion's Arch. You seem like a character who has sneak attack. Are you a character that has sneak attack? You are a character that has sneak attack. Let's drop most of these in favor of a sneak attack and Vanguard support strategy. With a nice additional finish him, just to finish him. Okay, let's go ahead and go into the Mesa. Yeah, Drockner's Reaper. She has a bunch of Drockner stuff. You can tell she's using wind prayers because her hands are all icy. Oh, a healing Ankh. It's fun. And the assassin just walks away. That was funny. What's this healing Ankh full of? It is full of chitin. Interesting. Not what I would have guessed. I don't know about you, but I did not expect chitin to be what came out of that. Yeah, here we are. Chitin is what it was full of. Zenshu, give me my reward for that, please. And thank you. Chahbek Village, as I've been grabbing. Hey, we're almost done. This character is pre-searing only, and therefore cannot get Zaishen missions. Finding the Bloodstone. I think she's a bit of a ways away from that one. A bit of a ways away from that one. I don't think I'm going to bother getting Chahbek Village on her, because I kind of want to hang on to all of these. Okay, I need to take a break, so I will be back in just a couple of minutes. So BRB. We're done with the Augury Rock-a-thon, though, so that's cool. So BRB. Okay, that's better. And I am back. The Augury Rock-a-thon is finished. That was a fun name, wasn't it? Nightfall continues. That's a good title for a stream, right? Okay, so yes, Nightfall's gonna continue. You know what? You know what's bothering? It's been bothering me. What even am I using here? Yeah. Minor beast, minor marksmanship. This weird expertise hat. I don't want to get her a superior expertise hat. Man, she has a lot of random junk floating around here. Peppermint shields and tapestry shreds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this Nightfall's book over here. And I'm going to do this over here, this here. So I'm just kind of rearranging my inventory for a moment here. Let's go to Consulate Docks. Consulate Docks has a armor crafter. Yeah, sure, Estania's fine. This one, I need leather. Oh, I need another leather square than this. Okay. Leather square's probably pretty cheap. Let's just go to the guild hall. Because what I want to do is I want the stronger stuff there. I don't know, just grab 5 plat. I'm not going to need 5 plat for this, but... leather square. Okay, that's not the worst. I mean, not great, but not the worst. Okay, what do I want going in here? I want the rest of these leather squares. I need 25 hand hide. I want... None of these really matter. If I were to make one of these, it'd probably be pyre bound, because I would want to reduce damage from AoE fire. Or it would... I mean, each one of these has areas where they would be useful theoretically. But superior expertise. I want a expertise rune. And I think I want a radiant insignia. Okay, I can deposit 300. There we go. Now I can just make the thing that I'm looking to have here. Well, I might as well just pick this back up. Armor. Expertise. Craft. There we go. I don't need that. I was thinking of potentially dyeing it a different color to make it clear that it's distinct, but then I realized there's no point in doing that. I do want to check elite skill locations. Nightfall. Because I think that there are... there's potential for an smoke trap along the way in one of these spots. So I want to... I have spike trap. Soldier stance I picked up already. I don't need that. None of those are relevant. Scavenger's focus is in the ruptured heart. The Shattered Ravines has Mage Bane shot and smoke trap and quicksand. Okay. Are we going to the Shattered Ravines? Yes. Does not spawn if the Heart of Darkness quest is going for Mage Bane shot, but the quicksand boss does. Yeah. Okay, that guy's not terribly far. Okay, that guy's not far from where I'm going. That guy's like on the way. And the smoky guy, Uhiwi the Smoky, is in that same sort of area. Okay. So I'm going to want myself 2 Sickness of Capture. Oh, isn't that much better? Do I have 2 signets of capture? No, I have 1. I'm going to need, like, several more. I've got the skill points, so that's good. Back to the guild hall, where I can buy more. This is a lot more setup than I was anticipating needing to do here, but here we are. Give me, like, another 5 signets of capture or something. I'm sure I will find use for them. Thank you. Okay. Another signet of capture. Or antidote signet? That's probably fine. I'm going to keep running this needling shot build. Expert's focus is a lot better, and that's going to make expert's dexterity better as well. So all around, this is going to be a bit better of a bar. I think the rest of these guys are doing just fine. I mean, it's coming off of the builds that I was making with whatever it was, the restrictions that I was doing last time, so I just don't have a reason to change those, so we're not going to. Neither of these are... I need to talk to Silajar the Dead. Okay, we're doing a deal's a deal first. I'm going to just leave these on my bar because I don't think it compromises me that much. Quite bluntly. That was not what this build was about. So. Pressing onward. At last. Hello, Palawa Joko. I don't care about your ever-loyal minions. A deal is a deal indeed. You need to get to that blasted mouth of torment before the world falls into night, and I need to regain my bone palace from that no-good descendant of Mudasa. Being sundered and bound beneath a monument has left my army feral and wandering, while the army Varish left to protect her flank is composed of powerful demons you could never hope to defeat on your own. Of course, as the all-powerful and righteous heroes, you will try. But let me save you some time. Help me regain my most loyal general, and he will help you break through the forces Varish has left in your way. I will get my wonderful palace back, and you will be one step closer to saving the world. A noble goal for such good and righteous heroes. And do not entertain thoughts of killing me. That would be unwise and impossible. You need me as much as I need you, hero. I'm really excited that Wooden Potatoes is going to be continuing his Guild Wars 2 Let's Play stuff soon. I really enjoyed that series, and I'm looking forward to seeing it continue. Also, we have Favor right now, which is interesting. Here's the Worm Spore. Yeah, we're barely gonna even... I think there's an ambush of Mandragores here or something. Or I am wrong. I will accept being wrong here as well. Okay, that's just a minion of Joko. I just wanted to make sure I was getting all my dudes. Yeah, because the first we need to break into his bone palace, and then we go to the place. Whatever. If I kill something that I can significant capture, I have... Ooh, covering up Junundu whales may be unwise. What? I don't want to move Junundu feast. I wanted... Oh, whatever. It'll be fine, I'm sure, somehow. Signets of capture poke through the skill bar, which... can sometimes not be to your benefit. Like right now, probably not entirely to my benefit. You know what? This shield is giving me more health. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's Zed saying for the pride. That makes sense. Eshwe the Insane is a heck of a name. Getting wormed. I don't really want to get wormed, but it seems like we're getting wormed. Is there not? Oh, no. Stop. Okay, well, if it resurrected something, it wasn't anything of importance. Hey, I need that. Cool. Granite. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. My insides, obviously. Whee! Wouldn't it be fun if you could run this fast all the time? You'd get used to it. I loved that. Kind of fun to do. The worm move speed up. Now I can have 16 and 15 at the same time, and it's great. And it makes me happy. What if I don't want you to do a debilitating shot, What if I think that's mean and rude? What happened to my team, and why is this guy taking 0 damage? He has a thing on him. Spirit of Quicksand makes my build not work, and it's terrible. These guys are all, like, almost dead. We should make them the rest of the way dead. Also, we should make the Spirit of Quicksand 100% dead as well. It's very annoying. Especially since I don't have a Zealous Bow to overcome the energy axe that it imposes. Hey, I got a skill point. That's cool. Well, we can just look at those Mandragores, say hi, and move on. That's what I'm gonna do. They ain't fighting me. Not from down there, they ain't. Apparently the rest of my party has not given up on fighting Mandragores. Apparently I haven't given up on fighting Mandragores either. What the heck? That took a while to reposition me. Well, that's a quicksand down. Sand is really, really, really obnoxious. Now, already a quicksand up. That's not great. Zenmai is not having a good day. Ooh, I'm getting 40 damage off of that now. Not when I'm weakened. Can we maybe do something about these Graven Monoliths? Well, I mean, you don't have to aggro literally everything here. I understand it's appealing, but... Okay, got the Acolyte down. Got the Acolyte down. Where's the Cavalier? Can we do something about this Cavalier? Why am I standing over here anyway? Seems like a very unsafe location. The fact that my party's not dead yet is almost more startling than anything else. Melania, I know you're trying to flare these things as best you can, and I appreciate you. Yeah, you don't need energy. Oh, this is going so poorly. I blame aggressive over aggro. The good news is there's a resurrection shrine right there, so it's not a huge deal. Just a minor inconvenience more than anything. What is just a bunch of mandragora over here? Right. I mean, granted, I have some weird bars going on, and that's not helping anything. I'm not obstructed right here? That's startling. Ooh, 41 damage. Nice. Excuse me. This Griffin monolith's gonna be dead soon. It frustrates me that I have loot down there that I can't quite access. I think I'm better off kind of going along here. These are shoot-throughable floors, which I find interesting. And vaguely surprising. Well, I can get this gold. That gold's close enough, though. The mystery picking up the gold through the floor trick. This friggin' quicksand is so annoying. Okay, we need to go confront this General Hudda and the minions of Joko. Hey, Zed. Good job on earthquaking everything. Yeah, okay. Without quicksand, I have, like, infinite energy. Or at least my energy usage is not commensurate to, or it does not outstrip my energy gain. But once you start adding stupid spirits of quicksand into the mix, all that math goes out the window. What the heck? Got my expert's focus interrupted. I need to expertly focus and pound this guy with a bunch of zeros. So many zeros. Friggin' quicksand? No. I don't know what's going on with my energy there. But there probably was a spirit of quicksand. Seems likely. It's because they're so plentiful. Yep, quicksand's back up. There it is. Now it's not. This is the proper state of the world. In so much as nature's spirits are modifying the world. What did we get? So I need to go this way. We got Stalwart Rusted Greave of Vitae. That's cool. We also got a moment to sneak past some enemies. Spirit of Quicksand, I'm here to assassinate you. You are my mortal enemy. The enemy of all who need energy. There we go. Oh, I've plumb gone and done it again. You actually have to go out the desert area over there, and I just got myself confused. I've done it before. This does not connect through in any sort of meaningful way. Keep thinking it does, because I'm wrong. Because it would be nice if it did. Oh, I need to remember to go stop by the Chantry of Secrets as well after this bit here. Do I have time to Horde of Darkness? I hope so. I guess I'll have to kind of assess once we get closer. Ooh. Yeah, okay, I need to go over to those worm spores over there, so I might as well kind of avoid the weaker enemy horde over there. We'll clear it out early anyway. It's one of those moments where I kind of wish I hadn't just used Savage Shot when I did. All right. Worm spore time. That time, I know why I'm coughing, and it's because water does not belong in that area of my anatomy. That was unpleasant. Okay, let's go and free Palawa Joko's palace from the control of the undead. And that are not part of his army, and the Marganites that are also not part of his army. That's an AoE move. I need to use that one more. I like Blinding Breath, but I don't get that, so here we are. Sure, let's roar. Yeah, these things are so weak. They're level 10 relentless corpses. A couple of them lived long enough to be smacked. I don't know why they're there. They just kind of are. Well, that High Priest is down. I'm gonna let this cutscene play.
You miserable hunks of desiccated flesh! I leave you alone for a few hundred years, and you let everything go to hell! Now that I'm back, things are going to be different!
Huh? Oh, Talcora. I thought you were someone else.
I know. You expected Milani.
Yes. You know, Talcora, you've really grown in the time I've known you.
But you always thought of us as mentor and student. I know. I've always known.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
As you say, I've grown. And I'd be blind not to see that you and Milani belong together.
Is it that obvious?
Yes. And the sooner the both of you realize it, the easier it'll be for the rest of us. He's all yours.
How much of that did you hear?
Most of it. I have very good ears.
I want you to know that I do care about people. Not just princes.
Princes are people too. I have to remember that. And remember that I'm not always right. We do belong together, you know.
You think it's that obvious?
Only to the entire rest of the world, Kaz.
No, no, no! Mummified flesh on the left, dried bones on the right! No, your other right! You worthless bits of animated anatomy!
I like that last bit. I don't know why they had a romance between Kaz and Milani in here. It doesn't really feel like it goes anywhere. Also, hello, Dune fan. Welcome. Okay, let's go talk to Priest Kemtut. Hopefully we can... Oops, I need to switch over to this. So the great Palawa Joko returns. I can't say everyone will be happy to see him back, but matters had gotten out of hand with Varish's troops garrisoned here. Those demons enjoyed devouring souls, and with an undead army about, well, you get the idea. Here, this is from our coffers. We hope you'll accept it. To finish this business, you'll need firepower like you have never wielded before. That's true. We hadn't yet wielded Siege Devourers. I'd argue Siege Devourers are better firepower than, in terms of their siege attack, than the Worm Siege, but anyway. The force you just defeated is nothing compared to what now rises in the Alkali Plain. Alkali Pan. I always want to call this the Alkali Plain, and it's not. It's the Alkali Pan. And I don't know why I keep wanting to make that plain instead of pan. To reach Varish, you must face the Horde of Darkness, the very Margonites who fought the gods when Abaddon stormed the gates of heaven. Do not despair. The great worms wield great power. This is like... I understand the phrase that they're using here, the gates of heaven, but like from a strict lore standpoint, wouldn't it be like the gates of Ra or something else like that? And why was Abaddon put down here in the Desolation and not in Or? Questions. Oh well. Okay. The great worms wield great power. Travel north to the Shattered Ravines, where you will find Elder Siege Worms. Kill them and allow your great worms to devour their carcasses, imbuing them with the carnal knowledge of how to use siege attacks. This is your only chance against the Horde. If you fail, the Horde of Darkness will spill forth across the world like an eternal shadow, and forever the eternal darkness shall reign. You living folk might want to see to that. Hey, Moist Midget. Good to see you. I am at the Horde of Darkness quest, and I have just remembered that I need to go visit the Chantry of Secrets so I can get my thing. It's the Lightbringer bonus thing. Is the thing I'm talking about. Salvage some stuff. Oh, and I got Lightbringer's Gaze. Cool. Useful skill. I already ID'd that. Okay, let's, the bank is right over here somewhere. Yeah, right over here. Let's ask these things in the bank and, go get ourselves a couple of elites, shall we? Lunar tokens. I rediscovered the Ice Dome earlier. That was interesting. I had completely forgotten that it existed. Until, because I did a vanquish of the Frozen Forest to open up today. And that brought me right next to the portal to the Ice Dome. And I was like, oh, what is this? I should probably be changing builds because this one is really annoying with all of the thing. And it would not be annoying if I had a Zealous Bow. I do not have a Zealous Bow, right? I just don't have like a random Zealous Longbow floating around, do I? I have a Vampiric one. Vampiric is not Zealous. That's a Crippling Longbow. That's also not Zealous. That's not zealous. That's just a candy cane bow for some reason that I have. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Let's switch to this axe. And warm it up. If I switch to the bow, and then back to the axe, I'll get plus some additional benefits. Because this shield, plus 15 health, kind of sticks outside of that. So now I want to go capture a couple of elite skills, and then end up in the Lair of the Forgotten, because this way is the Horde of Darkness. I think I should be able to dodge a lot of the enemies along here, actually. I don't know why they give us a Marganite battle, and then we're just immediately fighting a bunch of undead. I don't know where these Marganite are supposed to be that we're battling, but I'm seeing elementals, and because crags and shambling maces, I believe, count as elementals, and a bunch of undead, so... Somebody looks like they're being a little aggressive. Is somebody set to aggressive? No. I'm just going to kind of pretend all these enemies aren't here, because I just need to get through the portal into the Shattered Ravine. So... Exit the worm faster. I want to zone before anybody dies, because I won't carry all those conditions and hexes, but I will carry DP. Okay. That would be a set to aggressive. Yeah, that Marganite more Marganite battle. Okay, I need to generally go that way, and there's a couple of ranger bosses in that area that I want to capture skills off of. Do I need my bow out right now? Okay, let's warm it up. I may take a couple of moments to try to look up where those bosses are. Depending upon how much we just happen to stumble across them or not. Okay, none of them are named over there. I will want to make sure I'm not standing around and... I wonder if I'm getting any of the armor from my weird atypical shields. I could see that being the case. We aggro some undead. That's more of a nuisance than anything, actually. I feel like I'm used to taking way more damage than I am. And this is a very weird shield. No. I didn't realize there's still a sandstorm crag around. Whoops. Okay. Now that my skill is recharged, I can wail. Yeah, Comb the Weary is one of them. The other one looks like it's up there, maybe? Somewhere thereabouts. I would not want to life bond worm damage. They're just lumps of charcoal? These guys can just drop lumps of charcoal? Interesting. I did not realize this. Thought Leech, you are my mortal enemy, by which I mean you're really annoying. Let's use this. Turn Quicksand into Eat Corpse. Ooh, I got Choking Breath. That one's not good. I don't like Choking Breath very much. I mean, it's kind of a ridiculous skill. It's 5 energy, 1 second cast time, 1 second recharge. I need to go up this way. Interrupt. Target foe and all adjacent foes are interrupted. Any interrupted foes casting a spell is knocked down for a while. It's kind of a ridiculous interrupt, in truth, but it's just kind of hard to make good use of in the worms, I feel. Yeah. So the shield I have is 4 armor and then an additional +5 armor while my health is above some. It's not like amazing, but I do feel like I'm taking slightly less damage than I normally would expect in a worm. I don't know if that's because I'm a ranger and somehow my ranger plus armor is applying, which doesn't seem likely, or if it's the shield being weird. This axe also is +5 armor, and I don't know if that could potentially be applying. Yeah, okay, the smoky guy over there. I also want to go take him down. Man, that's a lot of conditions. Okay, I guess we're fighting these dudes over here. I must gain you some health rather than heal you. Yeah, I think one gets decreased by deep wound and the other doesn't. I think. There is another boss that I want to get out here too, but it doesn't spawn during this quest, so I'll have to go after it later. But I just grabbed myself 2 elites, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna ignore those Marganites. Kill this group of undead. Yeah, okay, just looking at the clock. We're gonna be able to go complete this branch of the quest, and then it's gonna have to, unfortunately, get wrapped up for the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get these. I'm gonna come back up towards the lair outpost. Let's begin doing some salvaging of stuff while I'm here. More iron, always a good thing. Ooh. 21 iron's pretty good from one thing. More granite. More granite is excellent. I want to get some granite gloves for my Ellie, so I'm just happy to kind of accumulate some here and there. No pressing concern, but always happy to see some granite when I'm trying to accumulate it. I think the outpost is kind of back up that way. If I'm not mistaken about my geography. Which I could be. Okay, other siege worms. We got a regular desert worm trying to chase us down too. Well, that's no good. Yeah, the elder siege worms just move over here and begin attacking. Yeah, there's no reason to try to compete with the AI. They know exactly the moment those things go down. Here's the last elder siege worm. Excellent. Now we have Worm Siege. The skill that I keep wondering, why is this not AoE? Because it feels like it should be AoE, and yet it isn't. And I just don't know why. Oh well. Let's stretch some while we're making our way towards our destination here. I want to make some sort of like airline joke about Worm Airlines, but I don't feel clever enough to do it right now. Excuse me. So what I need to do here is take a right up the side of things. Man, I have got 3 elites on my skill bar right now, but you can't see them. You can only see the one. And it's a lair of like the Forgotten or Forsaken or some random thing that I'm heading towards. I figure it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm actually near this outpost, relatively speaking, so I might as well go actually pick it up while I'm out, way out here. Yeah, I can see the zone portal right there now. Yeah, you're nearby, eh? I am immune to Giant Stomp right now. It's very nice. I appreciate it. Oh, we have a Curator Rorus. Interesting. Rorus? Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. Lair of the Forgotten. Got some nice favor on the Statue of Grunth there. Cut up on that branch. Okay, so the next part of this quest actually takes place off of the Bone Palace in the Alkali Pan, not Plain, Pan. But that kind of is going to conclude our adventures for the day. So I'm going to just take a moment to dump a bunch of stuff in my inventory. There, stuff dumped. Okay. So, yep, like I said, need to wrap up here. I have other obligations, so I will be back on Saturday. And until then, everyone, thank you very much for watching. That is not the game screen. Take care, and goodbye.